gentlemen. I'm eating something right now, so don't mind me. Gonna take a bit. I'm doing fine, consumed. It's gonna be an early shift tomorrow again, so trying to get this stream going now. Try and bang out like the main bullet points and see if I can't get a little other miscellaneous stuff done as well. When am I going to play Sly Cooper? Hello, Miley. There's been quite a few things that I've been getting like wrapped up in. This is no different than what was happening with like the Ratchet and Clank streams, where there would be a period of time where I just wouldn't be playing anything on an emulator for quite a long time. I'll see what I can do with Freckles and see if we can get that set up for maybe within the next couple days, because I have my my weekend starts after work tomorrow, so I'm probably going to mostly just be doing some Zenless. So see if can't squeeze in some Sly Cooper at some point there. I also I wonder if I can squeeze in during those next couple days a podcast with VXV Fiction about Neverness to Everness, because there's quite a few things I want to talk to him specifically about, given that he's someone who's very much putting his eggs all in the basket of NTE right now. Hello, Eeg. Hello, Tomato. This ramen's not cooling down as fast as I thought. Yeah, apparently, I thought VXV was gonna reach out to me first, like when he was ready to do it, but I guess not. So I'll need to do. I'm just gonna start nagging him, like whenever I'm available. I'm just gonna start nagging him and see how that goes. Ideally, I wanted him to stream, so if his chat had like anything they wanted to like chime in with, and that would be nice as well. Foxel needs to get his ass in gear. Well, he was gearing his wife the other day. So I'd say, you know, something was going on. Dolica's misversion thumbnail, VXV? I think I probably saw it when I got notified of it. What about it? Is this like a funny face or something? It's a new face, I'll give him that. I haven't seen him use that face, so I guess that's gonna be added to his repertoire. Hello, Pulsar. People finally started leaving likes before the stream had already ended. Yay. Doesn't matter to me. Hello, Claire. I hate having like ramen or pho or any kind of soup, because as the noodles are like flipping around as they're getting into my mouth, throwing that shit everywhere, and it gets on my glasses, and then I have to wipe it up. So I'll need to sort that out once I finish. I hope some of y'all are keeping cool as we're in the summertime right now. I need to whip my fan out. But when I was doing voice recordings last year, and I had the fan on, it would cause problems for my audio files when doing recordings. So I would end up having to like turn the fan off and like do voice recordings, and then quickly get the fan back on when I was done. Hello, DBD. Dropping too many mics in my last few vids and shorts. Thank you. I am kind of saddened. I feel like I feel like part of the reason why Foxel was kind of getting fed up with the gacha space, with the content creation gacha space specifically, is I think mostly like the quality of the content that people were putting out. Like people weren't willing to have like very nuanced or deconstructive takes. And they were just kind of just pitching their tents and just staying in their own camps without really like taking a moment to like look at stuff like that. Now, that's not to say I don't do it myself, because I certainly do. But I like to think I put a little bit more effort in. That's kind of why for like a little like on occasion when Foxhole was streaming, I was trying to nudge him to watch my stuff, because I was hoping that like the content I was putting out would kind of like bolster up his morale and maybe let him think that maybe the gacha space isn't 100% cooked. I think a good example of that is my video on Silver Wolf level 999 for Honkai Star Rail. Because he had like finished watching like Neon. He had like recently watched Neon and Infinity's video on it. And it really just kind of deflated him after watching it. And, you know, like maybe like a week or like 2 weeks later when I like told him, hey, I actually made a video on this. And he actually like very much appreciated like how I handled it. I'm hoping that put him like a boost. If I've been in a hot minute, put me on Kitch? Okay, sure. Yeah, hold on one moment. Hello?
Hey, yo.
Hey, we were talking about movement designs, weren't you?
Huh? Yeah.
Are you good for Sly Cooper, by the way, in the next few days? I've got some people asking.
Depends when, obviously, but yeah.
Next 2 days. Next 2 or 3 days.
I'm off tomorrow.
Tomorrow is 3.0. We're going to be preoccupied
Why'd you
with
say
that.
Next 2 days?
Because I'm off the next 2 days after tomorrow.
Okay. Well, I'm off work at 5 on Wednesday.
You have a question for me, Eeg? I only just noticed. It's when is Foxhole's avatar white? Well, he just likes AI stuff. Save it for after stream? Okay. What are my opinions on the Sunbringer design? Let me whip up the image. Why not?
Do we have full image, or is it still just the over the...
It's right here. Now...
Wait, she's got a leotard on? No, one side's leotard.
As someone who literally said, I do not care about Sunringer, you're going in rank 9 out of 10. I like this design. I'm going to straight up say it.
It is very attractive.
I like it.
I still kind of wish that they would... I mean, I've said my piece on this moment numerous times. I would have preferred if they took, like, the Arlecchino route and just try and make her look very, very powerful, while still, like, you know, like, you can still have, like, a figure form out.
I'm curious what her weapon will be. I'm curious how she'll fight in combat. I think how she fights in combat, because I've said this before, okay? I've said that, like, ZZZ specifically, combat animations make up half the character's personality. So until we, like, see how she actually performs in combat, that will be the deciding factor. Because, like, I think, like, Orphe's a good example of this. Like, I think Orphe looks good, but, like, her weapon is just a knife. It's just a knife.
Yeah, the knife was so disappointing.
I mean, shit. I would even go as far to say, just why not let her just attack exclusively with the tail? Like, the gun comes off. Orphe can just take the gun off. She can kind of fight like Yi Zhuan, where like Yi Zhuan incorporates like her physical body into combat while shooting her gun. Now, granted, Yi Zhuan's like physical attacks do jack shit, but my point still stands. First thoughts on the Uma? I don't like Sigrid. I'm gonna straight up say that. I do not like Sigrid. I think she looks better. Cause like I saw the render and it didn't look so good, but then I saw like her actual posing in game and it looks better. But I'm still not a fan of the design. I think so. The Rascalfier guards are a combination of like business wear and like business suits and stuff like that, and straight up armor. She doesn't have that. It doesn't look like a. It doesn't look like some sort of like office or business attire. Not for her. It looks like something completely different, and I cannot make out what they were trying to do with it, and it kind of disappoints me. Very unfortunate. You see the Wooba characters? I saw the teasers. We talked about it yesterday on stream. Excuse me, sorry. It was the first thing we talked about on stream. My opinion is that the Yang Yang and her sister are interchangeable for me in top 1 spot. Then it's the red hair girl, then the dude, then like the fox girl and the blue haired and like the blue girl. Those are interchangeable for like last and second to last. I don't really care about them. My concern with Yang Yang is I'm worried that she might be over-designed. Just by looking at the splash art, I don't know if it's over-designed or if just like the splash, the illustration makes it look over-designed. Ari's confirmed he's just scared of MILFs. I think Fugyu looks better. I straight up think Fugyu looks better. We had a conversation about this already. I think Fugyu looks better because it's the color palette. Because Fugyu has, in Honkai Star Rail, has, like, dark red and burgundy. Like, shades of that. And, this new Fox Girl has, like, black, white, and red. I'm tuckered out with, like, outfits that are, like, primarily black and white, and then, like, an accented color. Also, Fugyu also has, like, a little bit of pink in there, too, for good measure. They released gameplay. I'm not interested in looking at the gameplay right now. Fuck it. I'll skim it. I will skim it. I will skim it, but I won't, like, stop to look.
I looked at the gameplay. It's everything I expected it to be.
It's everything you expected it to be?
Just a lot of, like, overly flashy.
Okay, sure, yeah. Well, isn't there like a running, isn't it very common for some people who like take issue with Wooba's combat saying like it's too cinematic, like too movie focused, where there feels like they just want you to sit and watch it?
I agree with that, yeah.
Yang, let's see what we get. Can I get it? Come on.
Like, I love Lupa, right? But Lupa's gameplay, it really just feels like I don't have, more often than not, I don't really understand where Lupa is. It's just, okay, she's flying around.
Okay,
The battlefield.
there's a lot of feather iconography going on. It's on the neck, it's on the hair. I can see some like on the sash as like the sash drapes. There's some right
I
here.
I don't like the way it glows. Like I have
There's some on that accessory.
Do you know about it's called astigmatism.
I think there's way too many feathers. Why does this look like Chang Li? Wait, why does this shit look like Chang Li? Hold on.
Wait, it actually does come.
Wait, this shit just looks like Chang Li. Hold on.
Do you know what astigmatism is?
1 second. I need to check this. All animation. Okay, I need to like... Can I pop this out? Yes, I can. Hold on. Drag it over here. So, hold on.
I mean, you're talking about the like multi slashes into the air and the plunge, right?
Yeah, it's like the multi slashes in the air. And also like you see like the ground effects where like feathers just leaves like a trail of feathers.
I don't know, maybe Chang Li trained her. That's the only thing I can think of if they're trying to like lean into that.
I don't know, it just looks weird.
I think it's during the enhanced state she does the multi-slash into the air. and then plunge.
Hey, look, this is just a vibe, all right? That's just a vibe, all right? Anyways, let's look at her. Her sister's color palette kind of reminds me of like that one Arknight's character. Obviously, that one's a dragon though. So I made this comment last night. Is that the thing about this character is that she kind of reminds me of Yao Guang from HSR. But I
said the same thing.
I think it's gonna depend on your preference for color palette. There are going to be some people who think this color palette looks better with like the gold and blue, and there are going to be some people who think the color palette for Yao Guang looks better. But if I'm being honest,
very similar. Yeah.
I think I like the color palette of this character. Slight problem. As if I recall correctly, this character's a support, so it's not like I'm even going to be able to like use her in combat. So fuck me, I guess.
I prefer the over white aesthetic with Yao Guang, and also that Yao Guang's entire aesthetic is peacock. Like the way she holds her fans, it's almost like they're always next to her back, like behind her. Like she's hiding them like a dagger, but because of that, it looks like a peacock. I prefer Yao Guang's more.
Okay. I'm willing to return to Wuthering Waves to get both of them. I'll say that right now. I'm gonna say that right now. I am willing to return.
You said while we were at work. You said you said Yang Yang was overdesigned, or were you worried about it being overdesigned?
I was worried about it being overdesigned.
And do you think it's overdesigned?
It rides that line, but I don't think it's bursting the envelope.
Oh, we have E gonna play your account for you now.
I want to play my account. Thank you, Eeg.
Yeah, so
I'll have you know, Eeg, I actually streamed my playing going through the game, and it made for good stream content. My brother was there. We just had conversations with we had quite a few good conversations with chat. And I played through some story. I played through some story content. Now, granted, I straight up just said fuck all of like the latter half of version 2 with what's the redhead bitch's name? What's the redhead bitch's name?
In what?
What game are we talking about, Freckles? Come on.
Like Wuwa? But what part of Wuwa? There's like a few regs.
Version 2!
Lupa? You talking about Lupa?
No, not Lupa. That's not the latter half. Augusta, thank you. That shitty looking character. Yeah, I straight up skipped everything after like the 2.4 story with Prolova. I didn't even I didn't even skip it. I like skipped through the story. I just straight up just didn't interact with it. I just left the area, and went straight to like Hokaku City with Chisa and stuff like that. Like, no thank you.
I was trying to say multiple times now, out of those 6 new upcoming characters, Su Ming's the only one I really like. Because if you look at her, like, the background details of her outfit, she's got an actual dress coat draping over her, and an umbrella. She gives me a Chinese triad vibe. So I like Su Ming the most. Everyone else I'm very super indifferent about. One might say skip, I guess you could say.
But I'm willing to come back. I'm going to assume they both work together on a team. Because I will give credit where credit's due. If Wu was gonna make you pull like best in slot teammates all the time, then at the very least, like most of the time, they're narratively consistent teams, which I applaud.
I would sooner go back.
So, you know, if I could use both of them as a viable team, then sure, why not? I'll get both of them. Will I spend money though? That's another question entirely though, because so I stopped playing after version. I like dipped my toes into version 3 for like a couple hours, so I've got plenty of content there. It's just a question of whether or not like the leftover content that doesn't get purged when like events go away. Will that be enough to get 2 characters and 2 signature weapons? I don't know. Cause when I came back to Wuwa and I did like everything, all like permanent content from like 2.4 onward, that was only enough to get 1 copy of Amieth and 1 copy of Amieth's weapon. And I had to like dig a little bit into version 3. No, wait, no, I didn't. I didn't have to do that. You have a screenshot of someone saying that it's a bad thing that Kuro Games makes units that people don't want to skip because
yeah, that's the type of comment where that person is they just want skippable units because they themselves know that they don't have that much to get people to begin with. So they hate seeing stuff that will pass them by because they have to let it pass them by. It's not actually a bad thing. They're just upset.
I don't know, like, the Wubo community has, like, this weird, like, backhanded positivity all the time. It's just obnoxious to just... I usually just don't pay attention to it. Got Hiyuki? I don't care about Hiyuki. Straight up, just don't care about her. This isn't even like a Ayaka thing. I just don't care. It's just another Katana character, okay? I'm good. Alright, I've seen and played with plenty of Katana characters. Katana characters are honestly boring as shit. I'm talking like Katana in Monster Hunter. Now, granted, Katana feels really good in Monster Hunter. I'm talking about Narmaya in Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, alright? I'm good. I don't need another Katana character, alright? Give me something a bit more creative. Give me a viable gauntlet that actually uses the gauntlet instead of, like, the gauntlet existing as, like, a placeholder for, like, their actual weapon. What's your thoughts on Miyabi? She also uses a katana. Yeah. She's also meta. And at the time when ZZZ came out, things were a bit different. So, yeah, I got her. I got her after skipping Yanagi and Lighter. So, suffice to say, you know, I had to pick up somebody. Where's the anomaly ones? Okay. When will be a 1.2 live stream? What's 1.2? Everness? Neverness, right? That's a bit of a way away. Are we sure we want to have this conversation when, like, that's very far away? I mean, I might try to go for Shinku. I'm willing to try to get Shinku.
I'm gonna blow all my currency on Shinku and then leave.
Okay. Weren't you the one that, like, hyped up the potential of Neverness?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I have to be there for the down period until we get there.
Okay.
I think that's a pretty reasonable thing to say. Like, I think that's consistent. I've always been the one to say there's no point to actively say, like, oh, you know, you shouldn't be upset about something now because it's gonna get better. And she's like, okay, well, it's not good. It's not necessarily, like, the best it can be right now, so I don't have to be here every single waking moment.
So what games do you plan to keep playing after the Great Sandrome Purge? You need boats in NTE. Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. I can't think of a single, like, high profile urban open world crime game where boats actually do anything, where boats are actually, like, used meaningfully. I don't think NTE is gonna find a way either. Just straight up,
So which games am I gonna stick with after the waiting
Purge?
room hell? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the 4 that I already said a while back: Genshin, Star Rail, Limbus Company, and Arknights original. Just those 4. I gotta tell you though, chat, I started Blue Archive 5 days ago. This game's so boring.
I tried it yesterday. I think it was yesterday. I tried it, and I uninstalled it after like 20 minutes. I also
It's
don't
so
see the appeal.
boring. Now, I'm not going to speak on the story because I have actively not read the story. I was hard pushing for currency and for polls, which granted, I've gotten around 400 polls just from playing for like the grand total of maybe 5 hours of like actual hard pushing for polls, like 5 hours or 8 hours, rough time period, right? But like, oh my god, the gameplay is so fucking boring and so uninteresting. Like, I got Azure Lane in the background right now. Again, it's something to distract me while waiting. Funnily enough, at least Azure Lane, I can just kind of completely AFK that game and occasionally get in the menus and see a hot piece of ass, and that's about
Do
it.
we have Valina team comps? The Valina team comps are Valina. Oh, you're checking the least separate. So the team comps are going to be basically any anomaly character and Yuzuha. Like almost every single anomaly character except Yuzuha. If you're looking for the specific teams, it's going to be Promia, Jane Doe, and Ramiel when she comes out.
Can
And
I
Yuzuha.
do Valina, Bernice, and one other fucktard that's not used because I don't have a use?
Okay, well you do realize Valina is a sub DPS that you can't like on field her the whole
She's a
time.
sub?
Yeah, you can't
What?
unfield her. Can you
Well,
make it? You can maybe make it work.
that's one less thing to do while waiting for Sam
Miyabi
to run
can't
again.
run with Valina. Well, of course Miyabi can't run with Valina. This is a post Miyabi anomaly meta. We might as well just not count her. Just everybody that isn't Miyabi. You'll have a good team. You'll be missing Yuzuha.
Bro, what do you mean? What do you
I've seen
mean
people
Valina's
I've
not
seen
on
people say
field?
that Yuzuha is kind of important.
What do you mean Valina's not on field? What an upsetty spaghetti.
You have a real question? Okay.
So she just strictly a buffer, or is her effect just off field, basically, like Bernice?
I think she's just resource focused, and when you don't have the resource, you just put her aside.
I mean, isn't that the whole point of an anomaly team? You run out of resource, you swap characters so they can do their anomaly procs?
I'm not going to. I don't know. I don't look at Valina leaks. You go read the kit yourself. I'm not doing that shit.
No, I'm not even talking about Valina. I'm talking about anomaly in general. Isn't the point of anomaly when you run out of resource, with some exceptions, right? When you run out of resource, that's fine because you could just do fucking.
Is
What's the
Ramiel's
effect?
thighs bigger than Zhu Yuan? I don't know. Probably not.
What's the effect where you do an anomaly effect after a different anomaly effect? What the fuck is that called again?
Disorder?
Distortion? Disorder? Yeah. Isn't the whole point of anomaly if you run out of resource, that's fine, just swap to the other character and just cause a disorder while you're waiting for the resource to come back? Like, isn't that the whole point?
I just push buttons.
Okay.
Ask chat. Do have a chat here. Wait, you don't even own Yuzuha, though.
That's what I said! So I said, can I run
Yeah, you're fucked.
Valina, Bernice, and one other Yeah, I know I'm fucked. But we're gonna try and make something work.
You're fucked. Just don't bother.
What do you think the max seed is for?
You're not
So I
playing
don't have
Anomaly at
to
that
follow.
point. You're just
No, remember? No, remember? I would
you're
just
just
take
playing
max.
your weird
No, no, no,
fantasy
no, no,
HSR team, but it's
no, no,
ZZZ now.
no. Even before I got max seed, when I just had 2 dupe seed, I would just take seed and fucking Sambi into the fucking anomaly based bosses and clear it better than any of my anomaly teams. Bear in mind, my anomaly teams also have numerous fucking dupes and shit like that.
Would Promia, Valina, and Ramiel work? Maybe. All right, and with that, Eeg is all done with hard commissions. There is no more to do, so that source of resources in Poly is tapped out. All good. Nothing more to get.
So Destiny 2 has been fun.
Oh yeah, you have been playing Destiny too.
Yeah.
I
Been
don't
pretty fun.
like looter shooters. Like, I had my fill with, like, Borderlands.
Oh, they've toned down a lot of the looter part of it.
I don't care.
Okay, well, do you
It's
like
still in the
first
DNA.
you like first person dungeon gameplay? Because it's more that than a
I've
looter
always
this
thought Destiny's gunplay was kinda not good.
Really?
Yes, really.
Huh.
I ain't joking.
I've always thought it's pretty good.
I never found it interesting, just gonna straight up say that right now.
Is it just what, enemies too bullet spongy?
No, it's just the weight and feel of the gunplay. Though spongy enemies doesn't help either. Also,
They've
also,
they've
also, when
okay,
hold on, hold
since
on. When compared to Halo, like the uniqueness of the enemies and like how you actually like tackle each one of them in combat, the whole time I've been playing Destiny, it just feels
I
like
can
just shoot
see
them.
That.
It feels like in
Yeah,
Destiny,
I
just shoot
can
them.
see
It
that.
doesn't matter. You don't really have to adapt your strategy. You know, just
There's
shoot
no,
them.
like, hunter or anything like that.
Like the only
I
real
know I
difference
know
is
I know attack the back isn't exactly the most unique thing in the world, but there's also, like, elites, right? Where elites would be, like, very agile.
and like jackals would be in like high up positions and stuff like that.
Well, no, they got high up a position then, but that's, like, Cabal only, really.
Did you see? Yeah, I saw VXV reacted to my video about the gotcha space. It felt like 70% of the time when VXV was watching my video, when he would stop to like give his thoughts, it felt like he honestly just wasn't responding to the video, and he was just kind of just using some of my points to just meander and then get back on topic. It didn't really feel like he was engaging with the video, but what do I know? Maybe I'm
What do
just
you
being
mean
very
what do you
nitpicky.
what do
Maybe
you
I'm just
mean
being
are
nitpicky.
What do you mean, Arikado Zodan, that the person that's trying to make React content is simply using your thing as an avenue to drive their own content and not be an actual conversation between you and him?
Some
What do you
some re-
mean?
Look, you and I both know and have seen React creators that can do a better job of engaging with the subject matter. But it's like,
Right, the majority of them don't. The overwhelming majority don't.
Okay, do we watch the overwhelming majority?
I think the ratio of people that watch would usually watch the overwhelming majority if we talk about the whole total ratio.
But it's like at one point, like there was like at least 2 points during the video when I was just like talking about like people's like stances on like gacha games, and all he would just say is just get some bitches, man. Like, okay, that's not like a really meaningful like conversation to be had. Just straight up. Like they're like, okay.
Again, most people also don't have meaningful things to say for a conversation.
See, this is why I don't do React content, because I know my limitations as someone as a commentator. So I just make the conscious decision not to attempt that, because I just don't have the skill set for that kind of thing. I recognize that, and I just choose not to.
D2 is more ability play than gunplay.
Hello, Mel
Yeah, I
Jr.
kind of agree with that. Like, with, like, the fragment system, which I don't think was in when I tried the game, Destiny 2. I played a fair amount of Destiny 1, admittedly, right? But Destiny 2, I was very, very, very passively comparatively, right? But, like, the fragment system, where you can get a bunch of random effects and stuff like that, and, the seasonal trinket, which now it looks like you can just equip any seasonal trinket. I don't know if there's more to get. I haven't gotten them. But yeah, it seems like it's a lot more effect-orientated for your gameplay rather than like gun orientated. Like, you can still use your guns for like killing trash and elite mobs, but for like mini bosses or the bosses,
We stream together and react to gacha drama, banger content. I mean, maybe. I mean, you've seen me react to like a couple of your videos. I'm more so just analytical when I talk about stuff. But you definitely are more in there for the entertainment value, while I'm more there for like the deconstructing a conversation. But also another thing with like React content for me is I have no qualms with just letting the video play for minutes at a time if I just don't have anything to add to the conversation.
Oh, I will pick apart every little individual thing if I.
You see that Rina Rina, no, you didn't. I'm okay. So Rina, Jane Doe, and Nekomata are all gonna get buffs in 3.1.
Yo, my girl Rena.
Yeah. People were saying like Rina's gonna get some nutty stuff, but I'm gonna withhold my judgment until like she's actually like available to play around with.
Yeah.
I would honestly prioritize the Nekomata buffs because I don't have that many physical DPSs, so I kind of need to. Like out of every character there.
No, like I feel like we've reached a point in the game where it's more about like damage type than element type. Like yeah, element type helps, but like if it's an anomaly focused boss, like you could probably find a way to brute it with anomaly, or if it's an attack centric boss, you can find a way to brute force it with attack, right?
Varspa's talking about like the VXV Fiction React, and I was just reminded of something that happened in the VXV Fiction React is that at one point, like when he got to the section where I was like talking about like Hoyo CCs, he literally just said that at some point you just have to hate you can't hate the player, hate the game. No, I disagree. I disagree. And also. You could make an argument when VXV Fiction says don't hate the player, in this case like the CCs, hate the game. You could make an argument of, oh, so it's Hoyo's fault, so there's these toxic CCs. Because, you know, it's something of a trend for some CCs to just blame everything on Hoyo, even if it's not directly related to Hoyo. You can hate them both. I can absolutely hate them both.
I can't believe she got the kids in custody. Fucking Genshin Impact.
Thanks, Obama. It's really just the thanks, Obama of gacha games.
That's kind of true.
Is VXV still doing mad tricks on V? He's not doing anything right now, because NTE is kind of in a lull period right now. There's not really anything going on. There's hardly anything going on right now with NTE. Rina will also be able to use her W engine. Sheesh.
I mean, that immediately tells me she's going to have more like active damage effects on the field, because her entire Wenjin is like get a pretty decently sized buff as long as you're dealing damage, but it has a very short duration. So the idea is you need to be constantly hitting. So that tells me everything I need to know about the Rina buff. She's just going to constantly hit more.
By the way, I commented in that video in VXV's react to my no. So Kala the Yapper reacted to my video, and there was a section of the video when I was talking about like one day I want to build up my own base of like people that I collaborate with rather than just like trying to like kiss the feet of like a bigger creator. Kala made like a comment that he would be interested in being a part of that. So I left a comment saying my door is always open to you, Kala, and he thanks me for it. And then someone beneath that then responded to me just saying, please don't make Eeg a part of your group. Please reconsider. It's like, who the fuck are you? Hello? Why should I give a shit what you think?
Eeg guy. I hate that Eeg guy. No, there was this one time that he had an opinion on Yuzuha, and I just...
You guys see that comment? I'll pull it up right now. Pull it up right now. I'll pull the comment up right now. Kala the Yapper. Mute tab. Can I just find it without having to... Okay, I need to actually, like, open the channel. It fell off on the top recommended. Nope, not shorts. This one, right?
Knowing Eeg's personality, he probably would react similar to me.
My door is always open to you, Kala. Please rethink about having Eeg as part of the group. Oh, yo, Nadri coming in saying, nah, bro, Eeg is needed. Yo, thank you. Who? 4 people like this shit.
I feel like knowing Eag's personality, he would probably react similarly to me, where we would just parade that man around for jokes that said, "Don't do it."
Ultima, wait, isn't this guy in your comments section? He's in this comments like 3 times. Oh, he's literally commented 4 times. Arikado being buddies with Eeg is so ironic. He basically has a anti-Hoyoverse jester that goes out and makes a clown of himself, only to come back home and see Arikado making fun of his type on the internet again. Double standards at its mouth. What? What? Hold on. What is this? What is this? If Heath believes that the gacha space has changed, then he's not going to acknowledge the root of the problem. The gacha space hasn't changed of the betterment. It has changed to more of a favoritism of what gacha game you're playing, and the political aspect of CC spreading misinformation, misleading lies. It shouldn't be about what one gacha does to one gacha game doesn't. But if it the CC's fault of the shift in the gacha space, I mean, yeah, I did blame the CCs. Did you want me to blame all CCs? I think you wanted me to blame all CCs. Is there anybody else in here being anti-Eeg? Hold on. I want to see, like, is there any more people in here who's like, no Eeg? I've been seeing a lot of stuff about Eeg in the comments, and quite frankly, I don't agree with most of it. The entire thing between them sparked because Dijin took a clip of Eeg and used parts of what he said to prove his claim of skip button is not needed, LARPers be mad. Was Eeg talking out of his ass, and what the fuck? Massive, yeah. Is this an alt? Is this a Dijin alt? He doesn't fall into Dijin's tried and true category of someone who doesn't play the game but criticizes from afar, but Eeg does play the game mainly for the story. Okay, is this... Oh, this might be a... Is this... I think this might be a pro-Eeg player rather than anti-Eeg player. He admitted fault. I would say that Eeg attacking Dijin is something of an overstatement. He only made 2 streams on videos Dijin feature. Okay, maybe this guy's pro-Eeg. That's because Dijin was omitting X and Y about the Wuwa. Was it right for Eeg to do debatable... This guy seems like he's in the middle, actually. Saint, buzzword, reason why Eeg and others in the Deacon is like is due to his tactics, omitting parts of a clip to make a point, making a point, proving it arguably. People in comments talk about Eek's points on dialogue bloat. Maybe he articulated poorly, but I don't think comparing a live service game that benefits from player hours to Persona 4 is a convincing one. One is designed around ongoing engagement over years, while the other is self-contained experience. I'm a bit distracted right now. I'm a bit distracted right now, like trying to like wrap this stuff up. So let's not get caught up in like a Call of the Yapper comment section.
So I started watching.
There's another comment. Am I really pulling this back up? Go ahead and just say something. I'm gonna double. I will double check since Eek's nagging.
I started watching Amazing Digital Circus for the first time.
Oh yeah.
Some of our community members were talking about how the movie came out, and we weren't doing anything one night, and then one of them said, "Hey, I want you to watch it." So I was like, "Okay, I'll give it a try." And I'll admit, I can see why people like it. It's pretty good. It's not bad. Am I like super infatuated with it? Not really.
Where am I looking?
I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. So we're watching 1 episode a night.
Where am I looking? I'm back at the comment. I don't know what I'm looking at.
The last episode we watched, by the way, involved guns, and that's all I'm gonna say.
It's from Ultima.
And tonight we will watch 1 more episode. We're going to keep watching episodes until the movie comes out on YouTube. Then we watch the movie, and then that's it. So yeah, no spoilers, please and thank you.
My only concern is Eek. He's lately becoming more and more mask off of his defending of Wuwa to the point he's sounding more and more like another Saint Light between his attacking of Dijin King and the mental gymnastics of defending the Wuwa collab. Dijin King... Who wants to... I don't think anybody should be trying to die on the hill of Dijin King. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Thoughts about the circus? Well, I haven't watched the whole thing yet. Like I said, the last episode I watched It was episode 6, which involved guns. So if that helps, maybe for those of you that haven't watched, because I know that it would like put out an episode every couple months. I don't know how long that series has been slowly being released. I don't know if it's been years, but point is that I'm just trying to give a reference point for people that might not remember.
The
Anyway,
thing I see in this comment section is weird. Eek anti-Hoyo versus the fuck. I open his YouTube and see no Hoyo Doom posting. So all are y'all evident. Well, I mean, yeah, as far as I'm aware, Eek like kind of like Eek makes Eek comments on Hoyo Twitter accounts, Hoyo leaning Twitter accounts. I'd like to make it clear because I just realized how tribalistic Space is compared to the one I am used to. I don't count Eeg and Dijin King arguing about Genshin as anti-Hoyo. It is a argument. Yeah, these are like just two individuals. These are literally just two individuals duking it out. It's not like some overarching categorical like attack on two groups.
I like it. It's a good show. Now back to Ari.
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay. Can I talk?
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's your show, remember?
Yeah, that's right. There's no show. To be honest, though, I don't know if I want to talk about it. Because it's not exactly a long series. So, I feel like if you just get me talking about it, I feel like I would just be regurgitating everything I've watched.
Am I on your account? Yeah, I'm on your account right now. I'm just getting the Hollow Zero. I'm just getting the Hollow Zero done.
Mix up. Ari asked me about Sly Cooper. We are making plans with this.
We're making plans of that. That's not tonight though. I gotta wrap up some ZZZ stuff. I gotta wrap up some stuff in NTE so I can just dedicate tomorrow to 3.0 Zenless. Once I clear this Hollow Zero on your account, I'm gonna pop off and then either do a few more things on my account or just go straight to NTE. Why did I just grab the Anomaly Master shit? That was a waste.
Oh yeah,
tomorrow night. It's actually so technically it's in like maybe 23 hours from now. Like set your clocks, lads. It's literally like 23 to 22 hours from now.
Oh, the expansion.
Looking at this account, you think Norma would help a good chunk? You're gonna have to roll a fucking Nat 20, Fallout New Vegas 100 speech, fucking Mass Effect 1, 2, 3 max, like Paragon / Renegade to try and convince E to pull fucking Norma. I'm just gonna say that right now. All right. I don't think you're gonna get far though. Besides, wait, why does Eeg need Norma? She has Lucia. I need Norma. I don't have Lucia. Is he gonna use Pyrois? I don't know. It's a free character. He doesn't, trust me guys, he doesn't have that many options. Wouldn't Norma be a lot better than Pawn? Convince Eeg. Convince him. Change his mind. You don't have to do anything for me. Did you see the 8-minute Sandro short? He said he.
I did.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
I came home and I watched it
okay.
Because I asked Ari if there was any spoilers for the upcoming game version or her kit, anything like that.
You didn't say spoilers for upcoming versions. You just said spoilers. I was going to say I feel
like that's pretty. I feel like spoilers would.
You didn't say anything. I thought because I was gonna say like it's based off. It's a flashback scene, so I don't know. I don't know if saying that was gonna you would consider.
No, yeah,
spoiler.
you didn't even say flashback. So.
Yeah,
I watched it.
Because knowing you, literally saying anything Genshin related is a spoiler. So just
a flashback is not related to anything that would take place in the actual.
But I'm spoiling you on the contents of what it is.
You know what? I respect that. I respect that you did that level of
Did I see it? I don't play Genshin Impact.
No, I watched it. I'm the Genshin player. I'm the guy that has. Hold on, let me pull up the number. Shit, where is it?
If Aig pulls Remiel, then pull Valina. So what I suggested to Eeg was that given his account and given his personal taste in characters, I said pull Yuzuha, pull Valina, and pull Dylan. Those were the three things I told him, and then everything else he could just do whatever.
So just to iterate, currently on my Genshin account, I have, and this is the last time I recorded it, because I'm pretty sure I have more since then. I have a grand total of 101,000 Primo Gems on my account. That equates to 636 pulls. I also have 205 rebate tokens, which equates to 41 pulls. So I have a grand total of 677 pulls on my Genshin account. Now I know what some people are going to say, so just say it. But other than that, anyway, point is, yeah, we're maxing Sandro, as I said numerous times. I think I have enough pulls to max her and her weapon. We might need to dip in a little bit more, a little bit before the drop. Really wish the brisk pink lemonade was in our store and not at the, 2x price.
I wish there was
store.
grape soda options, single bottle grape soda options, but no,
There's no single grape sodas? What?
No.
It's grape soda.
No, the only grape soda I can buy is a 12-pack of Crush Grape, but I don't want to buy a 12-pack of Crush Grape. I just want like a single bottle. Can't
What
do
made
that.
you decide? What made you decide Sandron is the one? So, DNT. I can elaborate on that quite a bit. So, back in Inazuma, aka version 2, when they had the animation of all the Harbingers for El Senor's funeral, right? And they showed every single Harbinger. I'm pretty sure everybody watching that trailer thought to themselves, oh, I hope I can play that character. And Sandron just happened to be the one that I liked in that list. Most people was Arlecchino or Columbina. Me, my eyes was on Sandron from the very beginning. Now, granted, was I as hyped for Sandron as I am right now?
I think you were more
because back
interested
then-
in Arlecchino at the time.
No, I was interested. You're completely wrong. I was not interested in Arlecchino. Because people kept just calling her white-haired Eula, remember?
Okay,
And I was
then
just
who
like,
was
yeah,
it?
she's okay.
Just Sandrone?
No, yes, literally just Sandrone. The only reason why I wasn't hyping the heck out of myself of it back then was because I openly acknowledged, okay, this might take a few years, right? Because it's a Harbinger, and they're only going to do so many of those every year. So, while I knew I wanted Sandrone out of all those Harbingers when that trailer came out, I knew that it was probably going to take fucking years, which it did, by the way. So I didn't hype myself up immediately, right? So then, after that, Fontaine came out, a couple years later. I do Fontaine, and obviously there's a lot of deep lore in the background with Elaine Guillotine, the one who created all the robots in Fontaine, and he has ties to Sandrone, so there was a little bit of teasing there for me. And then finally, when you come to Nod Cry, they announce Sandrone in their drip marketing, and then the first character you meet when you walk into Nod Cry, when you go to the adventurer's desk, was Sandrone. She was just there in replacement for Catherine, and she has a little bit of a conversation with you, to put it lightly. And from the beginning of a Nod Cry to all the way to the end of, I want to say it's version 0.4 was the finale. Sandrone had a major part as a character for that story the whole way through. She's also still one of the only characters in Genshin Impact that has a completely missable scene that involves part of the game's side quests. No character in Genshin has a side quest line that ties back into the character itself. At least not until recently, with like the new Sumero thing, where they take every side quest and tie it back to the main story. But even then, it doesn't really tie it to an individual character. Anyway, if you're in Fontaine, if you do the full Ordo quest line, and you get the sword at the end, during, I think it's 0.3, the festival quest. It's 0.2 or 0.3, the Lunar Festival in Nod Cry, right? During that quest, when you're in the festival, there is a moment where Lumaine will go and have a conversation with Sandrone, or sorry, Traveler, right? And if you have completed that side quest line, and you have the sword in your inventory, you can show the sword to Sandrone, and she will have a full-on conversation and reminisce about Elaine Guillotine's life, his legacy, all of his friends that eventually went crazy because of the Ordo's activities, everything. It is a super unique, super awesome scene, and it's Sandron's the only one in the game that has something unique like that. So, what I'm trying... Oh, by the way, hi, Mephisto. So, all I have to really say when I'm trying to say that is that I feel like Sandrone has been one of the most elaborately developed characters in Genshin. Like, if you're to make a top 10 list of characters who have had a lot of development in Genshin, I think Sandrone is definitely on that list. They've put so much care and attention to Sandrone that I think she's on par, if not greater, than pretty much most of the Archons. If not, you know, also her fellow Harbingers as well. I think Sandrone is an S-tier character who does not come close to... Like, many characters do not even touch her. My other two characters that I have maxed Constellation and maxed Weapon is just Yai Miko and Nillo. And look, I love Nillo. I love her to death. I love Nillo, she's great. But she really is just a nice girl. She's a different brand of nice girl in Genshin, but she really is just a nice, humble girl. Yai Miko is a smug asshole, which is hilarious and great, and it's the Yai we all know and love from, you know, just Yai-adjacent Mihoyo, right? But even then, like, they don't even come close to even touching Sandrone's, like, character, her backstory, the way they tie her into the overall universe, and even, like I said, side quest content. Sandrone is just a step above the vast majority of Genshin characters. And so, yeah. I'm super excited for Sandrone. Even more than anything else. So, time to read Mephista's original comment when they came in here. Save your brother, Shared Needle. That's an old one. Get him off of Destiny 2 and Blue Archive.
Core memory unlocked.
Vanessa, I hate Blue Archive. I straight up hate Blue Archive. I came into the game just because, again, something to do while waiting for Sandrone. And in the first 24 hours, I was like, oh, the animations are really fun and bubbly and cute and funny, and one might even say cunny, right? But then on day 2, I was like, this game kind of fucking sucks. Like, outside of the cute animations in combat and in, like, ultimate animations, after seeing those animations for, like, an hour or two, the game is fucking boring as hell. Like, I don't understand how people can really get cunnied up long enough to stick with that game.
That's a very interesting way to put it.
Mind. It has got to be one of the least interesting gotchas I've ever played.
What did we agree on for your standard selector, by the way, Eeg? So wait, what does he have? So he has M1 Lycon.
Has Freckles done the entirety of the Porto? Yes, I 100%ed Fontaine. Aside from, there's like 2 side quests in Fontaine City I haven't done, and they're like, when I say side quests, I mean like they're side quests. Yeah, I've done the whole Ordo. I did the whole Ordo. I got the A team together. Me and the A team went down underground Fontaine and did stuff with the Ocean of Ocean of Origins, whatever they called it, or something like that. It's been like 2 years. But yeah, I've done everything.
Okay, well,
again, I have the sword to show for it.
With Valina, with Valina and with Valina coming out, is he really going to keep using Lycon? Like, Lycon will probably get slowly phased out if Eeg goes for Valina.
Please do not make comments on the future game version, please and thank you. I do not want to know anything. How many times do I have to say this? If it's not currently in the game, don't say it.
Is there better supports than Lycon for Miyabi? Yeah, they are. It's called limited characters. It is called the limited characters. It is called your Yuzaha. It is called your Nangong Yu. It is called Dialin. We're talking about standard characters right now. We're talking about standard we're talking about standard character selector right now. You're ready. It's up. It's up. It's these 6.
Is Eeg even gonna play this game?
That's up to Eeg. Are you trying to say something right now? Are you just trying to say something?
Yeah, you're playing his account for him, and you're his
Why is
fucking.
why is anything other than Grace an option? Because this is Eag's account and this is Eag's decision. And if he says he wants a Lycon copy, then he wants a Lycon copy. Also his Rena already has M1. Like, who gives a fuck about this? Wow. Rena's damage increases by 15% for 12 seconds. Wow. Like the only one here who doesn't have M1 is Coletta. But like Coletta's not, she's not buffed. Who cares about Coletta? Well, all right. Well, Icon confirmation. Just final decision. Just say it. Just say it. And I will click it. He has Haru? Yeah, he has Haru. Okay. Oh boy, more polls. So Eag's account, when the
Dudes
patch
and
rolls over,
furries.
dudes and furry. No, no. That's Artrance Enfield.
Right.
So Eag's account is going to have 257 right there, and then 6 in reserve. So that puts him at 263. And then when we go over here, his total is going to be two. Am I counting that correctly? Yes, 263 over here. It's going to be 273. So it's going to be like 281. So he's got 281 pulls ready to let it rip for season 3.
So
that is the final total.
Why did you keep replaying the Mario Kart mode?
Because I can grind beetle coins, and when you get to higher levels of progression in NTE, the coin economy actually gets really bad. It actually just gets really, really.
Maybe I should just not come back to these streams.
Why?
I don't want to see people mention Genshin shit. All these people want to ever talk about in these games is leaks, and I never want to talk about leaks.
Okay, well, we were fine talking about Zenless. Hello, the Shadow Cat. Good.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about leaks about the games I want to play.
Hello, Ace.
You know this. Oh, there's my water bottle. It just fell in the back of the fridge.
Oh yeah,
Got a
it did
whole
tip
water
over.
bottle.
That was me. I didn't pull it back up.
You bastard! I
just ban the word Genshin in the mod panel until the update drops. I could do that.
No, I don't want it ever. You don't understand. I don't want it ever. Period.
So ban it?
No, because that's exactly that's the point. This is stupid. There's no there's no reasonable way to go about this.
What? We just gave an option.
Your option is stupid.
Explain why it's stupid. Is it because it's because somebody that wasn't you came up with it? That's Jesus probably the reason why, right?
I don't have a problem with people talking about the game. I have a problem with people fucking what it feels like a lot of the time. Not all the time. That's the problem, right? It's not justifiable if it's fucking not all the time. Is that when people want to bring up any of these games, right? Like leaks or like future things, not what's currently in. And I understand why, right? Because there's a limit to what's new, and people want their anticipating.
Try to put a pinned comment, or do you think people are just gonna, or do you think that's just gonna incentivize people to just come in and do that intentionally?
There's no way to go about it.
Okay. All right.
Look, I'll be playing Milliaster Wonderland, and someone spoils me that Dotor's coming back. Which did happen.
Didn't you want to stream? Oh, didn't you want to stream? Didn't you want to stream the Sandro today?
Yeah.
You're not worried about people leaking then? At like the most paramount of time? You sure about that? Mario Bros spoiled the game for you. It's different though, because he spoiled you. And trust me, I've seen how long it takes Freckles to do something, to like catch up on something in Genshin. So if you somehow managed to surpass him in that regard, then it might have been your fault. I one time made a brief passing comment about Kaya's past, and he didn't catch up with that character story despite him saying,
Wait. I spoiled that Dotor. The Dotor boss was 4 patches.
playing him 1.0 and pieced out. Okay, he's just trolling.
No. I'm talking about 4 patches.
I haven't done the date system since 2.0. Well, I said I'm going to try and do as much as I can, and I'm still missing maxed out relationships with Nongong Yu and Orf.
Just make a request that no one talks about it. I always have to, but then it just takes one new person or somebody that doesn't remember it,
or doesn't respect it, or doesn't understand the boundaries of what you mean. Isn't that usually what happens? Is that somebody says something about it, but they don't understand the boundaries that you have set, and then they just slip.
No. Whenever I do mention it, the boundaries do get respected, but I don't want to. I'm not going to be thinking about having to make that preface every 5 minutes because it's a live stream. Anybody can come at any time.
They could ruin everything in just mere seconds.
Why do you think I have the Genshin channel hidden again in our Discord?
You unhid it?
Yeah, I unhid it after I did the new storyline from this current patch when it came out. And I was just like, I beat the storyline. I can finally be here.
You need to pay some slave to skip through HSR story so you can get Blade? Do you even... Is your financial... Are you in a comfortable financial situation?
What do you mean get Blade? You can get them right now. You might not have the
grind Blade. Probably grind poles.
Probably
grind poles. Bro, I don't know how people can still play HSR. I just don't know.
Really, it's just the story. The boss fights are hype, but it still has the inherent HSR problem where you just kind of throw everything at the boss fight, and then it's either... Okay, so when I play any game story, right, including these gachas, I always try to make it so, especially in the gachas, right, I try to bring in teams to story content where I just wouldn't immediately just fucking bulldoze everything down, because that's not interesting, right? So I would like let's say you have a Firefly team, right? With Dahlia, Lingsha, Trailblazer, and Firefly, right? I would probably remove the Dahlia, right?
It's your anniversary with Justin? Oh, wait, that's great to hear. 3 years?
It has been much longer than 3 years.
I don't know how long they've been together. There's a difference between being together and then just hanging out.
7 years, my guy. I swear to God, it's been a long time.
6? Okay.
6? Okay, I was off by 1. Oh, see, look, immediately. Genshin just posted their live stream. Well, hold on. Okay, it's not even in their Twitter feed. Yeah, someone literally just mentioned there's a Satlali skin coming. Remember what I was saying, Ari? How I don't want to have to preface this every 5 minutes? Somebody literally came in here, and I think their first comment is, man, can't wait for a Satlali skin. It's just like, okay, well, there goes that surprise.
How do you know it's confirmed? What if they're just saying it?
Gee, I wonder why. It's almost like they looked at a leak, most likely. Why would they know it's Satlali?
Maybe they're just saying, man, I'm a Satlali fan. I hope there's a Satlali skin.
Now you're being the one that's reaching.
How am I reaching? I'm just... It's
why
reasonable.
Would they pull a
it's fucking reasonable.
Name out of it? No, it's not. Why would they... Okay, so by that logic, I can openly say, I'm so excited for that Noelle skin.
Yes!
Why would I randomly pick out Noel?
No, no, the word
I have
choice.
no
No,
reasoning
bullshit,
for it.
bullshit. That is a leading word choice. You said, I can't wait for
It's not
that
even leaked,
Noel
it's
skin.
official?
You said
Okay,
a.
well, the drip marketing has not popped for me yet.
Ray, okay. You don't even know where to go, you fucking retard.
Yeah,
What
I
do you
don't
mean?
know. Yeah, I go onto their Twitter and I get fucking nothing.
Oh, you actually know to go onto their Twitter? You're not
Yeah, and
just
there's
like
nothing.
meandering around looking for nothing? Okay, interesting.
There's nothing.
Let me go check the Genshin subreddit.
Yeah, there's no Sith Lolly skin here.
There was a Venti birthday notification 12 minutes ago. And that was it.
So I guess where they got that information. Hum de la hum.
Okay, I'll check the leak subreddit. I will do it. It's in the video live stream on a YouTube channel. What channel? The official channel or a leak channel? Even Captain Cabinet, mainly Woowa players spend money on HSR, just she'd like to see funny number. Yeah, okay, sure. 300k Twitch viewers on Splatoon 3. What the hell's JP doing? Either tournament or exclusive look at some form of content. Probably an exclusive look. It is a leak I saw.
Arikato, it is a leak. I saw it.
Right.
Hum de la hum.
Okay. I was going to give you the benefit of the doubt, but sure.
Why would any random name come out of nowhere other than they already know?
Gee, I'm looking for. I hope there's a Raiden Shogun skin. Are you gonna get mad now? You gonna get mad? You're gonna be steaming?
No, he didn't say. I hope there's a skin. He literally just said the Sith Lolly skin. Most likely, what it.
Okay, sure.
I don't
yeah,
want to
let's go
talk.
to
I don't
YouTube.
want to talk. Okay, I
Go to YouTube.
don't even want to talk about live stream shit. Okay, I don't want. If it's not in the game playable right now, I don't want to talk about it. But that's where the disconnect happens because both you and me don't want to watch live streams because we're just gonna play it anyway.
There's nothing here, guys. There's nothing here. Delulu. No, just open YouTube channel for Genshin. Nothing here. I was
like
just on posts. It's a Venti birthday message.
No, I feel like what it is people found it via some other source that's not an official source, and they're trying to justify like and be like, no, it's not a leak. It's just look at the YouTube. It's probably there. It's probably there, and then it's not because they didn't look there to begin with. They looked at their own source. It's on the live stream.
Below Venti? Okay. What, this right here? Oh, right there? It's part of the stream, the live stream image.
I don't want to look at the live stream image.
Okay. That's not the only skin there. I got something more important anyway. Why have they not released a single Archon skin? They are actually just on like the most retarded variation of crack cocaine ever.
Have they not released an Archon skin?
No, not a single
Yeah,
one.
I don't think they haven't.
Not a single one. Archons, the most important character. Do any of the Harbingers even have skins?
No.
So no Harbingers, no. So no Harbingers,
isn't
no.
That the point? Isn't the point though? I would assume is to give skins to characters that are not like the pinnacles to make them more desirable.
Castrus skin in HSR?
That's a different game. Also, Castrus isn't.
You jealous? Yeah, you jealous?
She's just a highly advertised character.
Miyabi skin?
They released a Nouvelette skin? That's a good point. Do we consider Nouvelette to be the pinnacle?
Because fuck it, sure, yeah, no. Nouvelette. We will count Nouvelette.
Because
enjoy,
let's be
dudes.
honest, Nouvelette is basically the Archon of that region.
No, 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 no. Fair enough on that one. You eat your heart out, dude enjoyers. But if we're talking
No,
about
new
like
level.
skin, if
I
we're
mean,
talking
hey,
about
new
skin,
level.
if we're talking about skins for pinnacle characters, you've got Ari, you've got all the
Castra's
angels.
base skin makes her look like
Got
a hobo.
Yi.
Man, shut your bitch ass up.
You got
It's supposed to
Yi.
be death and decay.
You got Ellen.
Or
You
sorry, it's
got
the
Ijuan.
Castris is supposed to be like the fucking cycle of life. That's why she has nice,
How many skins do we
like
have?
lively
12?
flowers, but then she has like ash and ruin
24?
on her.
We got 27 skins.
Nuvolet is not even close to as popular about Fiorina. That's not what we're saying. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is if a character that's like pinnacle to their region and their lore has a skin. And while yes, technically Fiorina is the Archon, she was dethroned narratively. That's what we were talking about. It's just
How
it's
come
just a
27?
picky lore thing.
Because I'm doing quick math right now. I'm doing quick math. This is a row of 6. So fuck, I can't count. I thought this was 12. I'm retarded. 6, 12, 15, 16 if you count the twins being 2 separate skins. By the way, apparently, now I don't know if this is true or not, but apparently when Pyrus comes out, you can play as Wise in combat. It's just that Wise.
Calling him an Archon level character is dumb. I don't think it's that dumb. He's a primordial dragon, and they took the Archons are just.
Valina's not out yet. Valina's not out yet.
Archons are just we Celestia took the primordial dragon's powers, and they gave them to the Archon. That's what an Archon is.
Were Pawn and Monado skins free? Pawn, Monado, Nicole, and I think one more character, Jane Doe. Jane Doe's was also free.
Now, again, if you want to say Archon is just the super basic definition of the god of that area, then yeah, Fiorina's still the Archon and Nuval. That's just a guy. Just a dragon guy.
Just some guy.
Some guy. I'm just some guy. Just some guy. Hey there, Clementine.
Where's your hat?
Where's your... Dude, I remember when our house flooded.
And we would play Oblivion, Shivering Isles for the first time in the garage.
Well, I was talking about The Walking Dead Season 2, Part 2 and Part 3, while we had no flooring. It was just wood and nails everywhere.
Yeah.
And then we watched South Park for the first time. Like, we binge-watched South Park.
I thought we binge-watched South Park before the flood. We started. We started.
We
played Stick of Truth for the first time. Then we started watching South Park on Hulu.
Yes. So it was all during that time. Who would win in a fight, Nuvolet or Mavica?
Nuvolet.
Probably Nuvolet.
Just get the bike whack. It'll just stop working.
Yeah, and then Zillion's pissed. Nuv has a stupid piss beam and mediocre ultimate. Dude, he's powerful. He's still a pretty good character.
Can I actually
narratively, we know that Nuvolet fucking dumpsters Tartaglia in like 10 seconds flat. Like Tartaglia was acting up, about to fucking duel, and then Nuvolet just, even without the power taken away from Fiorina, he just TKOs him into the fucking stage. And then just, that's it. Like, Tartaglia doesn't even get up.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Tartaglia is one to, like, punch above his weight class, because why not?
True.
Okay, I'm going to mute you for a second so I can pull up NTE. Just hold on for a second, okay?
No.
Well, it's not muting you. I'm just muting the OBS audio. You are muted! There's a fucking update. Okay.
So why am I muted?
You're not muted. I said I had to turn off desktop audio on OBS because I don't need people to hear my fucking notification when fucking PC asks, "Do you want this application to make changes to your device?"
Pearl said no. I thought NTE was finally over. Why are you still playing NTE? Like, I feel like I'm gonna drop it sooner than you.
Yeah. 1, Porsche. 2, I'm curious to see where things go. I think there might be. I at least gave Arknights Enfield. When did I quit Arknights Enfield? Oh no, wait, shit. I would have already quit Arknights by now. I
You
think
quit before Fangy, didn't you?
no, I quit on Fangy Patch. I just did what I did in HSR, where I just procrastinated for a week doing dailies, and then I just dropped it. So no, I would have already have dropped the game right now if we're talking about like Enfield.
No, I just log in half-assed, do my dailies for 1 minute flat, and then close.
Okay.
Back to playing Limbus Company Shared Needle. Yeah, you mentioned something about that a little bit ago about Limbus Company. Hold on. I'm gonna scroll up, see what Vanessa said about Limbus. Oh yeah, Vanessa, my current spot in Limbus Company is I did Canto 7 2 weeks ago, I want to say, which is the Don Quixote Canto. That shit was amazing. So now I just have the Canto 8 and Canto 9, which is Honglu and Honglu and Ryoshu. So yeah, so if anybody's done it, no spoilers. I can't wait to sink my teeth
Well,
into
no, the
that.
thing is that the Limbus Company community actually respects to not spoil people.
Well, because that's the whole game. The whole game is story.
I thought Genshin was only story based on what some people say, especially if you try to ask them why can't you skip it.
The reason why games that are more edgier usually have better stories is because they're willing to have a lot of strong friction between characters and individuals, and it's that friction that creates like something to overcome, right?
Wait, this
Not
isn't a
necessarily.
boss?
Huh? Just trash mobs?
Just trash mobs. I was hoping it was a boss. Because this team down, like this 4-group team, they're caught lacking right now. Like straight up, they're just caught lacking.
Peak is
But
on your doorstep? Wait, Vanessa, you've played This Company yourself? Like, you say Peak is on your doorstep as in, like,
I
you
might
say
need to
that like you
turn the
know
game
what
down.
Canto 8's about to be. Maybe you watched somebody play it. I didn't realize you played it, though, and were further ahead than me, if what I'm understanding to be the case. Started like 5 days ago? Okay, so I am ahead of you. You made it sound... You said Peak is on your doorstep as if you were, like, ahead. Get the start of Canto 4? Okay. The pacing of that Canto is a bit slower than the other Cantos, like all the Cantos. So, you know, you might be in for a little bit of a ride with that one.
So loud.
So Vanessa, I do have to ask. Are you even semi-interested in going back to Destiny 2 with the big quality of life kind of like finale patch? Or did you finally, after years of playing the game a lot and then, you know, as a usual fan of the game, hating it, did you finally decide enough was enough and you don't even want to come back for this? Oh, by the way, real quick, if anybody is interested in the game Destiny 2, they are currently, so it is...
You're doing more work for it right now than Bungie is, let me tell you right now.
It's free to play, and while it is now, as of right now, in maintenance mode, a full, like, 8 to 9 years worth of content that's playable for you and a bunch of friends is not only a good chunk of it is free to play, but they are also having a massive sale right now on all their DLC content. It is normally literally $140 to try and get everything in the game for DLCs and expansions and raids and dungeons and stuff like that and campaigns. The current price for all the $140 worth of DLCs is $25. Or, if you already own some of the DLC, it'll be a reduced price. So yeah, I got into it primarily because I always wanted to. It's like the final update, so I wanted to play just to be part of that moment in a way, and I had friends or people in the community that were playing it.
These two trash mobs, never mind.
And the big factor was just all the DLC was only $20 for me. So, yeah, that was a big driving factor for me. I've been playing through the dungeons. The dungeons are fun.
Why'd they just fucking address me, assholes? Do something.
Let's pot Pantheon. I'm bringing the 2-year-old meta. Get it twisted. As someone who despises Destiny 2 and has spent thousands of dollars on the game, if you like the old raids, come back to at least play Pantheon. Other than that, nothing worth it doing. I've never really played Destiny 2 ever because I first tried Destiny 2 in 2022. Vanessa's here, so I'm putting their ass to the fire. I was convinced to join and start playing Destiny 2 as like a thing to do with like a group of friends. Vanessa here is part of that, right? But when I joined, all of them were already doing endgame content, and they just kind of expected me to just kind of get to their point and eventually play with them, right? Bear in mind, this friend group is super like grind hardcore MMO people. So to them, the idea of we'll be playing and we'll just wait for you to eventually get here is very normal to them. But for me, it's like, well, I just installed the game to play with my friends. What the fuck? I'm not going to sit here and try and figure this out myself. Anyway, point is, someone in our community, Foolish Monkey, offered to play with me with like a ton of the content I've never done. So we've been doing 2 dungeons a night. Now, I don't think we'll be doing 2 dungeons tonight because right now I'm here and I'm not there. But we've been doing 2 dungeons a night.
My ping's bad.
Honestly, the dungeon content, admittedly, of course, for like a first run, I imagine some people would be like, oh, I would imagine some people being like, oh, trying to grind the dungeon, like that dungeon is a pain because it takes too long. I understand that, but as a first-time player of some of these dungeons, there's some really cool dungeons. They got interesting mechanics, nice spectacles. The boss fights and the encounters are like very just the mechanics. The mechanics are cool. The mechanics have to make you think a little bit on how you approach something like that. Okay, not as complicated as a raid, of course, but they're just enough for a team of 3 to really sink their teeth into. It's pretty fun. I really, really like it. Shout out to the Foolish Nerd. Bye, Shireen.
Sanders.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, is she leaving? Does she make one comment and leave?
Yeah, I've been told she does that, yeah. So my shtick is just whenever it happens, say that. I wouldn't consider buying merch, spending money on the game itself. I wouldn't consider merch anyway either. Eververse strongest supporter. I bought one thing on Eververse because I just didn't like the way my character looked. I do admit. I spent like $10 to $15 on an outfit.
Okay.
But that's it. I just wanted to look cool immediately.
Okay, let's see if we can do this without the buff. Okay.
Bro, we gotcha drama World War again. Maybe you are. Get out of the bunker. It's fucking 2026. World War II was too long ago.
Red health bars. All right, gotcha.
Red enemies. Well, good thing you have a maxed character.
Is there a gacha game where you're like heavily stat penal? Why is she not in old state? Is there a gacha game where like you're in there's like a heavily like stat when there's a massive level discrepancy, your stats just like hit the ground? I'm trying to remember.
You mean where the game intentionally like
just
reduces
fucks you
your
over?
Effectiveness? You said a gacha that does that?
I'm trying to remember. Or am I just thinking of something else? I might be thinking of something else. Limbus Company?
Limbus Company.
Oh yeah,
so
it fucks with your dice rolls?
Kind of not really. So, you know how clashes is basically just need to roll coins to get a higher value than the opponent?
Yeah.
If you are under-leveled, for every level you're under, the opponent has... it's either the opponent does or you have worse clash values. So, like, if you're even level with something, and this skill, if you roll heads twice, right? If it's a 2-coin skill, and that coin value ends up being like 26, and your opponent will like roll maybe like, let's say a 20 normally or something like that. If you're under leveled, that might end up being a 25, 24, 23, and so on and so forth. But then the game really starts kicking in really hard in that reduced clash value around the 5 reduced level range. To the point where you just basically can't clash unless the opponent just rolls tails constantly and you're constantly rolling heads. Or if you have egos that you're constantly spamming that have a high coin clash value. So yeah, in a way, Limbus Company does have penalties outside of just the normal their number is bigger because their number is bigger, right? It actively will start hampering you intentionally in a way that's like built into level discrepancies. Because bear in mind, if you're even, it doesn't matter if you're even a level 1 to a level 1 or you're even level 100 to a level 100, right? The idea of that, like, intentional gimping is the idea of, you know, something being abnormal despite all other instances being the same. And that would be the level discrepancy intentionally gimping you. And it's like the same level of gimp no matter what, like, whether it's, you know, 5 levels below from 10 to 5 or from 80 to 75. Stygian does jack shit to stats or damage. 110 just has almost 2 times HP a level. I don't think that's what we meant. I think we meant, like, actual modes, not endgame. Because, again, what you're talking about, Stygian, is the other example which we're not talking about, which is just number versus number. Again, we're talking about, like if you're playing an MMO and you're below the opponent and the game, like, intentionally has a debuff on you or, like, a buff on the opponent that says, like, mob is higher level than you, we are now also giving it 5% increased damage on top of the fact that it's also just higher level and has better raw stats. We're talking about disadvantages and advantages that extend past the base core of that enemy or player unit. It's like how if you're playing, like I'm sure someone here has watched someone review or like leak review of Assassin's Creed Shadows, right? And in that game, when you fight something underleveled, it doesn't matter if it's a normal grunt or a boss. It will just, or if it's the same mob, but just levels are different, like, it will just intentionally kill you, even though, like, the stat value in the, like, in the coding is only like, oh, it only has, like, 5 more of a stat than you. But because you're under-leveled, it's, oh, it does 5 plus.
You see Valina's teaser? You mean like the Dommy Mommy one?
Or some shit.
POV step on me? Yeah.
But no, Stygian is just number versus number. That's not what we're talking about.
I feel like I'm doing more damage just from like the barrier breaking than anything else.
Bear in mind, it never usually works in your favor, by the way. This thing we're talking about. If you're over-leveled than a mob, you're usually just, your advantage is just you have higher stats because you're over-leveled. But again, when you're under-leveled to a mob, then the game starts giving extra effects that extend.
You prefer Valina's base design more than a skin? I do too. I think this,
yeah, I prefer the base.
I don't really know what they were cooking up with the skin.
The skin is just casual.
I know people are saying they should have added leggings, but honestly, I think there was a lot more they could have done with the skin, so I'm just not really interested.
The skin is so plain.
But hey, if other people want it, sure, why not?
I like Valina's base, and I especially love those legs with the white stockings. Those
Everybody
white
does.
stockings.
Everybody does.
Those white stockings do me in.
Okay, we might need to actually like buy some buffs now. There's gonna be a boss, right?
The buffs only work for a minute.
Okay, it's 2 bosses. Okay, I can do Beat King and Tomato Devil. Okay, this lines up perfectly.
Yo, I haven't done the quest at all. I'll get to see how this boss is.
Unfortunately, I might have to. Okay, let's do chaos damage on my side so I can get Tomato Devil down faster.
Oh yeah, those buffs are permanent.
So I gotta be honest, I fucked up with the buff management, so you're gonna see like I've used like some pretty expensive ones for like the starting levels when I really didn't need to do that.
I don't like the expensive buffs because they're only for like a duration. I would much rather have the buffs.
So we're gonna need to do chaos damage, just to try and get Tomato Devil down faster. And then we'll
The
just...
White Stockings have you wheezing? No, they have me throbbing. What's your team in Limbus?
This might actually be very good for me, because since this is a boss, I don't have to worry about like having to like manage like multiple enemies. I just have to kill boss. So I might actually be able to get a faster run going.
Do you mean like my damage type, Vanessa, or do you mean
If I
like
knew how to fight Tomato Joe.
do you mean like my identities? Vanessa, do you mean like my damage type I usually do, or my identities? Like the individual like characters I use.
Okay, that's a JoJo reference.
Or sorry, not characters, the like the alternatives. The identities. I know saying identity is type mainly. I don't know IDs. Okay. I've gotten... Okay, so, real quick. I bought the Battle Pass, and then I spent the highest currency tier to boost the Battle Pass. If you want to get the most value out of your money for Limbus Company, do not spend money on pulls. You want to spend money, at least the, like, you know, if you want to min-max, you get the $80 pop-up pack, and you throw all of that son of a bitch into the Battle Pass. You get to Battle Pass level 88, and then you just play the game, and then you will just get boxes for crafting identities from the Battle Pass at that point, and then when you max the Battle Pass, you'll keep getting crafting boxes. Anyway, point is, the reason I bring that up is, Vanessa, I have like 4 different teams. I have Bleed, Sinking, Fire as of recently. And then like a mixed team that just kind of synergizes based on damage, right? My Bleed team involves either Kuru Kamo clan members or Blood Fiends. My Sinking team usually relies on a Walpurgis Yi Sang, the Dante one with the white and black pistol, and or the Ujat Otis. Ujat Otis is fantastic, highly recommend. My Fire team heavily relies on Fire Fist Greg, who is very powerful. And then I just kind of lean Bleed into it because I randomly rolled a Walpurgis Mersault that's Bleed and Burn. As far as like the raw damage output team I was saying as like a 4th team, the Ring Apprentice Honglu and the Ring Nurse Father Honglu is like raw damage. And then the Ring Apprentice Faust is pretty much raw damage. So yeah, I got those are my 4 team types: Sinking, Burn, Bleed, and then just kind of raw damage.
Is he gonna do
By the way, my favorite character in Limbus, like my favorite ID, is hands down Ring Apprentice Faust. I'ma type this in, I'ma enter it, so that you can copy and paste and look it up. It's from a Kanto I haven't done yet, so again, no spoilers. It's the current Kanto, but House of Spiders Ring Apprentice Faust is my favorite ID in the game. It's
holy shit! Boss is kind of fucking obnoxious.
Ring Apprentice Faust is like if you took Samus with the whole like I have armor and then I take the armor off mechanic, but you gave them a great sword, and instead of futuristic like Halo armor, like power armor, it's instead you wear an entire fucking Iron Maiden. I love Ring Apprentice Faust. They're so cool and so fun to play. They also just do a lot of damage.
Might as well just sit on the...
I just have added in the server. We still doing Digital Circus tonight? Yes. Do we need to do it soon?
I'd be able to do this. Kind of cutting it close.
Oh, I should probably close the window so no bugs get in here.
We hate bugs. No bugs.
I hate bugs. But at that point, turning the fan on doesn't mean anything because there's no air circulation. Okay.
Come on, Adler. Okay, this guy's very hyperactive with the attacks, though, so I could probably...
Are you sure you want to be doing counterattacks with Adler out? You might as well just use an actual DPS at that point.
I'm doing it for the toughness damage, and also because if I miss, then I'm actually just dead.
Oh, it's a good time for stream to buffer. How good is the main character in this game? They suck. You use them primarily to get an assist on your allies. Like, imagine if Rover and Wuwa, whenever they press their skill, you get an immediate,
Oh, I'm so close. I'm so close.
Like that. Like that's all they do. They're just for concerto energy, instant generation. I don't think you're gonna do it.
Fuck. We're so close. Okay, we're gonna try that again. We're gonna lock in. We're gonna lock in. I was not doing my rotate. I was not doing my rotations all that well. And we're also not gonna try and not get murked. Also, we need to be like using ults. Can't be just sitting here wasting that shit. Dude, I hate some of these fucking moves like he's doing. There's too much shit going on screen when this is happening.
Like Pyro Traveler? I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember Pyro Traveler's special effects. I need to look that up again. Pyro Pyro Traveler Pyro.
Also, Adler has a pretty quick like counterattack move, so I could immediately just counter the next hit in the chain. I hear a baby crying outside. Somebody help the baby. Also, it might help if I actually use this shit. This shit. Okay, we're doing much better now. We are doing so much better because I'm actually get to play with my DPSs because I didn't mismanage their shit. All right, yeah, okay. Now we're doing much better. Now we're doing much better.
Yeah, this is not like Traveler at all. The pyro thingy you're saying. It's not like it at all. Again, think of Wuwa with the concerto intro-outro system. Because that's what it is. That's what he's doing. When you see Arion, the main character, you're going to see him use his skill, his E, and then immediately you're going to see on the right side of the screen he like glow up of character like background icons. That literally just means they can swap back in to get their special attack. Basically, Sanhua, sure, yeah, if you want to say it like that, because Sanhua was known for having a fast charge. Bro, HSR MC is Galaxy's better than this? Yeah, because they use the HSR MC to basically be the promoter for new classes now. That's how it's been since Harmony. They make it good to make you have a... They make it good so that way the DPS break, Remembrance, or Elation character you just got isn't just in a dumpster.
I mean, this is literally the free to play starting team, and the fact that I'm able to like fight the second boss. Okay, you know what? Okay, actually, I'm gonna take everything I'm about to say back right now because the first half of my team literally cleared in like a minute because it's literally fucking M6 Lacrimosa. So I can't exactly brag about this team's worth when it's literally being hard carried by the other half of my team.
You got a much better time this time around.
Yeah, because I actually like didn't lose all my HP, so I could actually fight the boss. Cool. Can we do the last? What is okay? What's the enemies? This lineup kind of sucks dick. I could okay, the flowers first. So the flower is going to set the scene for the fight. I've got 50
Morphic
feathers.
Sucks.
So I have to...
Holy moly, Morphic sucks. Morphix is just going to be away from you the whole time and you can't do damage.
Okay, anima damage. Gonna have to use it. That's just all I get to use. That's all I get. All I get. Increases Cosmos and anima damage by 20%. Okay, so there's already a Cosmos and anima damage boost on top of that as well. So I can actually... Okay, wait, hold on. Remove that. So the stage buff is in my favor. It is in my favor, and Lacrimosa is Lacrimosa. So hopefully, if I just get a good kill, if I get a good clear time on this flower, I'll be fine. Hello, Arikoto and his brother. How's it going? It's going fine right now. We're just trying to like wrap. I'm just trying to wrap some things up before like ZZZ version 3. That's a level 90 flower right there. Okay. Well, if it's like as aggressive as Beat King in terms of like applying shit, I might be able to pull this off. With all, like, the damage buffs. Okay. It's on the slow side with doing anything. That was one move. Beat King would have already done, like, 20,000 moves, but it's okay, fine. Okay. I hit the button.
What you said about HSR MC is not true for Rem and Harmony MC. That can be used with any character before them. Except it is. It is literally true. You mean to tell me?
This flower is way too passive.
You mean to tell me, to mine, that they made Harmony Trailblazer, and Firefly just so happened to come shortly after? Is that what you're telling me? Are you telling me that they made Harmony Trailblazer, and Firefly just so happened to have a hyper-focused, specific type of playstyle that surprisingly is meant to be synergizable with the Harmony Trailblazer? So convenient. How about that? Like, Remembrance MC makes sense, right? That comment makes sense, because when you think about it, Remembrance isn't really Remembrance really isn't a mechanic when you think, right? It's just another character on field. That's effectively what Remembrance is. Like, the only character that has unique Remembrance-only mechanics is Everything.
Oh, fuck, he heals. I forgot about the healing mechanic.
Harmony MC also not locked as newest. Yeah, that also makes a good argument for what I'm trying to say. That, well, everybody's trying to say it right now, is that Harmony MC... Oh, no, wait. Why am I saying Harmony MC? I thought you said Rem. Never mind. Rem MC does No, I already read that. Break Arlen Keck. Okay. Let's stop being disingenuous here for a moment, right? I'm not saying you, Madao, because you're obviously joking, right? Are people really actively wanting to use Super Break on characters that are not Break Team focused?
Oh, I died.
Like, yeah, it's funny to give it a try, but, like, are people actually, like, doing that? No, I'm not even saying these days, right? Obviously, because the game's balance is broken. But back then, it's like, sure, okay, I did it for a laugh or whatever, and, you know, endgame isn't completely fucked at this point, right? Knott's cope. I don't know what the cope is in reference to. I'm just going to assume you're with me on what I'm saying. But yeah, same thing with elation, right? Like there's a few characters that have elation mechanics. Yeah, we'll just use elation MC for a moment, right? One of the characters that came out during elation MC.
It's healing again. Fuck me. Okay, we need to restart that. Okay,
It's
so
Everness.
when it roars, it's going to do a move where the little shitters just do shit. Okay, so I just gotta be mindful of that.
I don't even touch Super Break. I skipped all the Super Break characters. Yeah, pretty much. So, you know, that character will have not as much value. Anyway, Evensia came out on the same patch as Elation Traveler. And shocker, Evensia has specific mechanics tied to characters activating elation-based effects that will improve her gameplay. Now, people have said, oh, you could just use Remembrance MC on Evensia. Yeah, you can, because it's a generalist character type. But in general, Evensia has specific mechanics that still make Elation Trailblazer quite valuable to have for her to initiate some of her effects. I would try to explain those effects, but I'm going to be honest. Those paragraphs are so long, I keep forgetting half the shit in them, even after rereading them.
I don't like how this boss seems to be very RNG in its behavior, because it literally just decided to heal pretty early into the fight.
Firefly was first character I ever pulled. Never pulled a single best in slot for him. Well, I still use Harmony Trailblazer to this day with Firefly, so I think we're fine. The only problem now is that I kind of can't do that anymore. Because, like, now Evensia is just unironically one of my strongest characters in the game. Even against characters that have multiple dupes in the past and the full team built for them. Because she's just crazy. Admittedly, I do have 2 dupes on her. But I have multiple characters that are also, like, maxed in other categories. It's a whole thing. Anyway, point is, I'll need to figure out a replacement for Harmony Trailblazer in the Firefly team in the event that, like, if I'm doing a piece of endgame content and I absolutely want to use Harmony Trailblazer in the Evensia team to build up more of Evensia's passive faster.
Watch out. I gotta watch out for the move. I gotta watch out for the move. Okay, so he's gonna, like, roar.
Wasn't Ruan
No,
made
he's healing.
for
Okay.
a while? Madao, if you're referring to break, I know this is confusing. I know this is going to sound really confusing. But
Okay,
around the time Dahlia came out, a lot of me and my friends found out that Ruan Mei was actually not doing shit for super break damage. Because apparently a generic damage buff, we found this out, again, right before Dahlia came out. Or at least I found it out. I didn't even know this. Like, my friends, one of them knew this before, but like some of the others didn't. Ruan Mei's generic damage boosting capabilities do not interact with Super Break. And I looked it up, and it seemed like people online were also saying that might have been the case. So using Ruan Mei in a Firefly team, you're unironically only doing that for the speed boost, the toughness break boost, and the delayed stun recovery. So in theory, you're still not getting much out of that aside from a light speed boost.
What's he doing? What's he doing? I don't know what he's doing.
Heal? I think he's gonna heal.
No, he's getting ready to just do the basic spin moves. I got this.
She converted certified banger into energy, and banger into energy, and banger makes her do more damage.
All right.
No, yeah, I understand that's no. I understand that's what I understand that's what it is,
Okay.
But I'm not gonna relay the specifics and the wording and how, like like I understand the effect, okay? I'm just not gonna explain how the effect reaches that. Like, I can tell you the point A, like the 1, 2, 3, 4 of it. I can't tell you the in betweens to get there and how you interact with it. Okay. Also, it's HSR. You really don't need to know the in betweens because there's only like 2 buttons to press at any given time. And shocker, the vast majority of the time you press the skill button. You don't press the auto attack. So, you know, shocker.
I hate fighting more. I hate that Morphex has parry mechanics that you're supposed to do. Thank God I have an A6 tomato. I just don't have to play the game. He's actually easier than Tomato Devil because he just sits in front of me.
He's gonna get stunned too. Yeah, okay, yeah, you got. And this is the last floor you said?
This is it. This is it.
All right. Requiem.
So I think I maybe missed like 1 or 2 I think maybe 2 rotations of this endgame mode from launch. Maybe 2 or 3. Okay, there we go. We are done.
Requiem. Ruan Mei is still one of the best break just because 50% break efficiency. Yeah, she's still a good character.
This might be the earliest I full cleared endgame in any gacha game that came out. Usually 200k, nice.
Stella Sora was my earliest endgame clears.
No achievement?
No.
Bro,
Come back next rotation.
So I've got 1 million fawns, and for the next Porsche pull...
Isn't it 3 mil?
I'm not at that yet. I am not at that. 2,500,000. And...
I'm not at 3 yet, he
City
said.
Stamina has already refreshed, so that's another 700,000. Plus the 8 refills, that's 800,000. So if I used all my City Stamina, and then I use all these right here, then I could pull again. Straight up. But should I use premium currency for this pull and use fawns for the next one instead? That's the real question. We got 4 remaining. So we're right here. So should I use Annulith here and then hold out for here if I get money? Trade. I mean, okay, so realistically, I don't have to do shit right now. I don't have to do shit. I can wait 20 days and then come to a decision. I don't need to like rush this or anything. But the goal for Annulith, if I believe correctly, the goal I had for Annulith calculator is 2200 plus 2. So I need minimum if I do it straight here, straight off the bat, like the last 3, I need 6k Annulith. Or I do it here and I only need I need 4 so if I subtract 200, then I only need 5k, 5,800. But instead, what I could also do is if I just do the last 2 with Annulith, then I only need 4,200. So if I can manage to scrape together another 3 million fawns, then that will cover both of these, and I just need 4,200. And I'm already at 3k. And we got like 1 or 2 more events coming out in the game. And I've got I can squeeze a little bit more out from doing these anomaly commissions, which I've yet to do. And this is like, this is 30 a pop. 30 a pop for each one I haven't done. And then there's also like some other like Annulith that I can also get from like maybe doing like the odd achievement here or there. Or is there any from, there is some from doing these hangouts, which I have not done either. What can you get weekly for fawns? Just city stamina tasks. That's it. There's not actually nothing else. That just reminds me. I need to. I will say one of the most annoying things about like the fact that the Porsche collab is happening right now is that if for those of us who are grinding fawns to get the Porsche, we basically can't buy anything else in the game that's already here. Like no new apartments, no new vehicles, no new furniture. Shit, we can't even buy like gifts to give people, so we just kind of had to make do with what we already got. It is kind of unfortunate. Oops. Oh yeah, there's also there is also gonna when endgame resets again, there is gonna be another 200,000. There's gonna be another 200,000 fawns in there. So that's a bonus. That is indeed a bonus. I need to accumulate 100 of these coins so I can get the last disc in the S rank disc collection. This just trickles in so slowly though. Oh, was that an achievement? I think that was an achievement. Cool. 10 more. Annulith. Okay. We actually have to spend stamina right now. There is weekly boss reset. Yeah? Who do I need to unlock my Esper ability? You? Okay. So let's go get your next ability. The HSR power creep talk is just a boogie nap now because the end game is in the healthiest state since anomaly arbitration. I have seen a lot of conversation about how HSR's end game is actually in a rather healthy state right now, and I'm inclined to believe them. I'm hoping that once Zenless starts to reach like its latter half of like version 3, we can start seeing the same over there. Basically,
it's healthier now because I think they're easing up the gas on other forms of endgame content.
That was a big explosion
Firework.
sound.
It's not even the 4th. Anyway, I think they're starting to ease up on some of the endgame difficulty for some like encounters because now they can just toss all the difficulty into anomaly arbitration, which is clearly the whale mode, right, and all that stuff. Or the, you know, I got the brand new character and they're set up for it to, you know, get like high ranking, blah, blah, blah. Because that mode doesn't really have that much currency. It really is just the flex mode. So that's, at least that's my take on it. It seems like because of anomaly arbitration, they're slowing down the gas just a bit on the other modes. Now, granted, they just added a new, you remember the finality mode?
You mean
the mode where you fight
the boss fight? Shadow, whatever?
Yeah. They
Apocalyptic Shadow?
They added a new difficulty where you fight 3 bosses. So you just have to have a 3rd team and the difficulty's harder.
I never liked that mode ever, if I'm being honest.
Is the difficulty harder? No, I think it's just 3 bosses. I think the difficulty's roughly the same for the 4th attempt anyway. I think. I don't remember. No, wait, no, it's not. It's its own extra difficulty.
You hate having to farm perfect speed tuned gear? Well, I never did that.
Yeah, I never
Never speed tune. That sounds
I just farm gear
silly.
and then that's really about it.
Silly Billy.
If a character wants speed, I try and get speed. As for like tuning to have like, oh, my Sparkle or sorry, my Bronya will turn advanced to the exact moment, blah blah blah. No. No, I'm good. It's either crazy DPS substats or
more shit going on outside or loud stuff.
Cost teams. Yeah, I'm definitely in the 6+ cost team category with a max Castris, a max Cyrudra, Quoquo with 2 dupes that just got buffed. Is it 2 dupe Kafka that I have, or is it 1 dupe Kafka? 1 dupe Kafka with a 1 dupe Black Swan and a Hisselins.
Is that how you pronounce her name? I always thought it was like Heislins or something.
Hisselins.
She's not a snake.
Choking on spit. Oh yeah, Aglia has E1. I got Aglia with E1. Faith woman. I do think power creep is still a relevant conversation in HSR, though. Like, there's no reason that my max Castris should
How's
be
it
getting,
how's
like,
it going? It's going pretty good, Eek. I just full cleared endgame for the first time in NTE. It actually wasn't too bad. It was not too bad, even though
there's no way that my max Castrus that has like an
granted, I have max juice lacrimosa, so I could just straight up brute force one side.
There is no reason that my max Castrus with like a fucking bougie ass like premium team or whatever, there's no reason that should be losing out to just a 2-dupe Evancia with budget teammates. With a Yao Guang that doesn't have Sig, a healer that's just kind of there, like Huo or whatever. You know, that type of thing. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Now, part of that is because some of these bosses inherently have elation mechanics, where it's like, oh, it literally says you need to do elation damage to make this thing go faster, or blah, blah, blah. Or you need to build up enough certified banger to have this washing machine hit the fucking pom-pom robot, that type of thing. There's no reason for that to be like the same level of like like effectiveness power creep. It just doesn't make any sense. Again, especially when we're talking about Castrus, where one of the things I praised about Cyrene is that I like the idea of a Cyrene type character that gives specific, unique, targeted buffs to a collection of characters to enable them to stay relevant for longer. It's not that my Castrus is borked and is useless and can't even clear. It's that my Castrus is doing a shockingly lesser amount of damage than just an Evancia. Now, granted, again, this is a 2-dupe Evancia, right, with good substats and stuff like that, right? But again, I'm using Yao Guang with the free-to-play fucking engine. I'm using Trailblazer, and I'm using a Huo. Like, that's not exactly the premium Evancia team if I was to think of a premium Evancia team. And it's still out-damaging the Castrus team. Now, the reason for that is just because Elation at a baseline, the entirety of Elation is just built on the idea of effect spam. Especially with Evancia, because you can get things like double ult. And unlike Argenti, you can just pop those ults whenever the fuck you want. I don't know anything about Silver Wolf 999, by the way. I skipped them. And also, I don't know anything about Sparksy. I skipped them too.
Sheesh.
People were talking a lot of shit about Silver Wolf 99, saying she was mid. Yeah, again, I don't know. In terms of ZZZ, he is going against an anomaly team against the Thrall. I don't know what in terms we're talking about. Don't forget the current shill buffs. Well, yeah, I mentioned that. No, I didn't even mention that. That's also part of it. But like, if we're talking about like the pom-pom robot boss, like you don't even need like a buff or a debuff that's part of the mode itself, like the game mode rotation, to fuck you, because the boss itself literally just has, hey, if you're not elation, you build up certified banger less, and then you remove the 45% damage reduction slower. I think it's like 40% damage reduction or like 35%. It's a ridiculous damage reduction.
What is my current attack?
So you're literally burning turns trying to remove a damage reduction debuff.
Oh, sweet. Bear in mind, crit damage if I do
bear in mind,
and
guys.
Damage is better.
Bear in mind, guys, we have dispelling characters. We have 4- and 5-star dispelling characters that have been useless for ages. And this one boss, this robot pom-pom boss, would have been like the one time they could have been like, hey, let's make the players start using their dispelling characters again. Nope. It's just undispellable. It's just a completely different mechanic. What am I arcs looking like? For elation support works well.
I need a new. This one's dog. That one's good.
It's only 3 cost if you count free Sparksy. Okay, why do people keep saying it like that? It's not a free Sparksy. It is a free ticket that you can then choose for a Sparksy. If you don't claim the Sparksy, it's not a free Sparksy. Now, you can say like, oh, later down the line, why pull on... sorry, I keep saying Sparksy. I meant to say Sparkle. God damn it. It's not a free Sparkle, blah, 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 blah. Just rerun through everything I said, right? You could make the argument that, okay, well, that's the only way to get Sparkle now because they won't rerun her actually. You'll have to try and get the ticket.
The cap is going up even more? Oh, my goodness.
But, like, I got my Sparksy when got my Sparkle when she came out. That wasn't a free Sparkle. I'm not counting that as a free Sparkle. By the way, as far as the free character tickets count, by the way, I'm sitting on 6 free character tokens in Star Rail. I'm just waiting to use them. The goal was to use it on Yoon Lee, because I had a feeling Yoon Lee was going to get put in that shop. Nope, she just got put in the lost 50-50 pool, but she didn't get added to the shop. Thanks, game. Sparkle was rerun on 3.0? Oh. Or sorry, you mean 4.0. Okay, I don't remember that, but okay. So there are still opportunities to get her without having to just wait for her to show up in the shop. Because I feel like that's what's happened. Lost to Yoon Lee pulling for Evans. Yeah, I want to lose and get some Yoon Lee.
Nice job, Daffodil.
I loved Yoon Lee, and then she got immediately pushed out of the game the moment you walk into Emphorius, because all those statue mobs have like the stacking armor effect that you need. It's basically like a multi-attacking or multi-speed fighting, yada yada yada, but multi-hitting enemies with like fast teams, whatever. Point is, I loved Yoon Lee. I loved playing Yoon Lee. I loved her so much. She was a great character. It was so fun to play. The animation when she parries something is so cool. She's like an actual block. But then immediately it was just like, oh, what's that? Statue mobs that require a certain amount of hits. And if you don't do that, their armor regens. Well, Yoon Lee's not really built for an encounter like that. Because if they're attacking her, that means they're immediately going to get their stacks back. Because they gain it back on turn. My Yoon Lee with Light Cone don't do anything. Yeah, I have Yoon Lee, Light Cone, and 1 dupe. I wanted to max Yoon Lee in the foreseeable future she ends up in that shop. So not only did they put her in the pool, they also didn't even put her in the shop. Like, what the fuck? If they put Yoon Lee in the shop yet tomorrow, I would still use those tokens to max her, even if she's terrible now, because I just love her that much. But they didn't. They just put her in the fucking 50-50 pool, and it makes me pissed off. Because you know who else is in that 50-50 pool? Argenti. And it doesn't matter how many Argenti dupes I have, he will never be a good character. Which
okay, well, they've lost their car. They are no longer tied. Their car is just gone.
I want to lose to Blade on my 50-50s. I finally got Blade. Not like Mortalex, the new Blade.
The Great Mortalex.
The Great Mortalex, yeah. Whatever his name is, right? The new Blade. I wanted the old Blade for the longest time.
And they lost their car again.
That
wow, it really is just 2 support strikes, and that's literally it. They lose their car.
No, yeah, that's all. I figured that out on the first day. That's how much damage it was.
I know, but fuck.
Anyway, I wanted to lose a 50-50 to roll Blade the moment he became a lost 50-50 character, because that light cone they give you during the Banana Academy side story in version 2, I say side story, pretty sure it's a main story mission anyway. That light cone they give you,
alright, fuck me, I guess,
is literally better than his signature. It gave HP and crit damage, and while like his main light cone gave crit rate and HP, right? If you did the math, the values on like the HP gain, I think were higher in the free-to-play.
Why are you still driving that piece of shit, buddy?
And obviously, you can just substitute the loss of crit rate with the gain of crit damage and vice versa in your gear. So yeah, I finally got my Blade when I was fucking rolling on Invencia, which is funny because the new Blade was coming out literally not even necessarily the patch later, but the banner cycle ending period later. It wasn't even a full patch cycle. It was half a patch cycle before I got Blade finally. You want Silver Wolf? Well, good luck with that. I have E2 Blade, never pulled Blade. I keep pulling... I've almost maxed, or I think I have finally maxed, Fujuan. When she came to 50-50, I just kept losing to a Fujuan constant, which is not terrible for the first dupe. If you get the first dupe, which gives bonus crit damage when she has her barrier enabled, right? But then after that, everything else is just kind of really, really weak as hell.
I can't see where Harasmus is.
Argenti will have a Nova for sure, Cope. I think he needs more than a Nova. I feel like whatever Nova they would give him, it would have to intentionally be like game-breaking for him to work. Or they just need to fix his energy generation. Because you have two choices with Argenti. You can either go whole hog into AoE damage, but because of that, you need so many bells and whistles to like get your energy, get your speed, and all that stuff like that. Like you want to try and treat him like a big dick damage per screenshot character, but then that takes too long compared to Acheron, who can just do it twice a fucking cycle. I hate Acheron. She fucked the game's balance anyway. Or you can lean a little bit more versatility, speed, and energy. And at that point, you're not even using Argenti for Argenti. You're using Argenti because you don't have a better character for Herda. Like, let's just be honest. Argenti is just a fucking bot for Herda now.
The Herda?
The Herda.
The Herda.
The Herda.
Last character I owned.
Because the Herda has the passive related to...
I did say when I was starting Star Rail that all I wanted was like the Raiden Mei equivalent and like a 5-star Herda. So I guess I fulfilled. Okay.
I gotta admit, as far as characters to pick, picking the Herda. Okay, delay. Picking the Herda was a good pick. Like you're eating good, Ari, by picking the Herda as your flag to plant. Maybe not anymore because AoE content is a little bit on the way out. And Irradiation was always bad, especially when it's not being propped up by enemy weakness.
I think that guy lost his tire. That's why he's not catching
If I remember
up.
correctly, the vast majority of mobs in Amphorius were not only quite a few AoE encounters, but they were also, a lot of them were ice weakness. So you getting that Herda was unironically like the correct thing.
So far behind. Sumi P's just got too much of a lead. I need to like start picking up support tool. Okay, nope, it's donezo. It is actually donezo. Okay, just get out the car. They're probably going to pick up another support tool. I might as well make sure I'm in the fast car when that happens. Oh, no. Yeah, just stay in front of me, dude. Just stay in front of me, dude. Okay, nope, I'm blown past you. You're in the shit car.
My Fujuan is E2 now. Mine's E5. It's either E5 or literally E6. I don't remember. I think it's E6 because I remember seeing the E6 and thought to myself, well, at least now I can get more, like, golden thingies.
Wait, how are you still moving? I hit you twice with the support tools. Fuck it, I'm gonna keep shocking the fuck out of you, too. Oh, God. What a piece. I hit him twice. How is his car not gone? Okay, surely your car's gone, though, right?
Hey guys, why is there an Avengers Doomsday Clock for 6 months counting down right now?
Where, on YouTube?
Marvel Entertainment has a page that's just called Avengers Doomsday Clock, and it says 6 months, 1 day.
Does anybody care about Avengers
hours,
now?
41 minutes and 21 seconds.
Does anybody really care about Avengers right now? This car's too fat. I can't keep up. I'm literally getting fucking boxed out by calorie count.
Why is this a thing? Why do they have a clock countdown?
Wait, someone's catching up to me.
I'm gonna Google this. This doesn't sound right. This sounds weird to be true. The only movie I care about was The Digital Circus. Yeah, I mean that's gonna come out soon.
Oh, someone who's AFK literally put up a barricade with cars. That's cute.
Countdown. Avengers Doomsday Countdown. There are exactly 185 days until Avengers Doomsday releases in theaters.
But who cares?
Why? Isn't the Avengers over? Like most people agree that Avengers is over.
The good Avengers stuff is over. Yeah.
Oh yeah, isn't this gonna be fucking Iron Man as Doctor Doom?
Oh, is that the reveal? That Tony Stark survived?
No, it's just they just used the actor for Doctor Doom.
Tony Stark?
So it's like the Tony Stark actor, Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Do you not remember that?
No.
How they okay. They had, when they announced Doomsday, they had Robert Downey Jr., the actor for Iron Man that has been Iron Man for like 10 years or whatever, right? They had him come up on stage and reveal that he's Doctor Doom in a movie in the same cinematic universe. The Iron Man actor is the Doom. Sorry, Doctor.
You couldn't get like new talent.
Actor. Nope.
I feel like we're due for some new talent in Hollywood.
It's this. I mean, haven't you seen the joke about?
I'm getting blown past by like a fucking vanilla car.
You
Whatever.
remember? You
Rock him.
remember the joke of making that one guy do the Mario movie?
Yeah. Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. Yeah, it's like how Chris Pratt is in everything. It's like
Oh
how.
my, you piece of shit. You actually... Okay, well, your car's gone. Where's the other guy? Oh, someone's running backwards. What is this shit show? Come on.
You remember how?
Okay.
What,
Well,
you know Pedro.
I don't know what that
Pascal?
was.
Do you know Pedro Pascal?
Pedro Pascal. I know the name, but I don't recognize the...
They make him do everything as well. Like that's another example of making somebody just do fucking everything because he's the only like essentially approved
Okay,
person.
we've
that
definitely
everybody can
we've
go
definitely
to.
gotten to the point where people are just not even playing this game mode anymore.
Ever see Tropic Thunder? I have not watched a single Marvel Universe film in my life.
Tropic Thunder isn't a Marvel thing.
Thor Tropic Thunder is the second.
That's an
Thor
old movie.
Is it? I thought it was the second Thor. Well, it's old
not,
now. I guess
not,
it's old now.
I thought it's not a Marvel movie. It's not a Marvel movie.
Oh, Tropic Thunder. I'm thinking of Love and Thunder.
You know, the movie where the guy where Robert Downey Jr. they blackfaced him and he goes, everyone knows you don't go full retard.
Yeah, no. I remember now. I thought he was talking about. Like I said, Love and Thunder. I don't know why. That's what came because we were talking about Marvel movies. The new MCU Spider-Man movie is coming on July 31st, and I don't think anybody cares. The Star-Lord guy, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, Chris Pratt. He's in other stuff. Yeah, they made him voice Mario in the animated Mario movie. I don't know how long ago.
How do you feel about the design for Star Fox, by the way?
Don't care.
Okay.
I've never cared about anything Nintendo in the slightest.
I've seen people complain. Xenoblade, Fire Emblem,
shit.
Platoon.
Yeah, when is that? When is that new game?
Like late into the year, like I think in October. So it's like it's not on my radar.
Not yet. Not yet.
Bro, I don't know how the fuck like people just take fucking bagel photos. There's literally nothing to take photos of.
No. Ari, you don't understand. Remember how I said that when ZZZ made you take 3 pictures of cats? All it is to make the millions of people get at least just a less than 1% of those bastards to get them to post it on social media. You're seeing that in effect right now. What you're seeing right now is not millions of players using Bagel. You're seeing like less than 1% of the player base use it, but because it's a big player base, it seems like so many people are using it. You know what I mean?
Wait, is this out in the shop? Is this out in the shop right now?
Yeah, you can get that. That's a skin for.
Oh, they added it now. I don't really care. Also, this shit is paid. Shit's paid.
She looks cute without it. She looks cuter.
I'm trying to go for the Bond outfit if I'm being honest.
Yeah, the Bond outfit's great.
I'm not a fan of this outfit. This outfit kind of one's okay, but like I'm not gonna spend money. This one just seems overdone. I don't mind it, but like there's a lot going on.
Copying Dylan, what? Because she has white and black hair. I got a spoiler for you if you think that's enough to copy Dylan.
Anyways, taking pointless fucking photos for Bagel, so the fucking 12 bots that upvote my shit, and so I can get rewards slowly and feel like a fucking pointless loser. Like, I don't know. Like, take a photo of the bird. Cool. Great.
What's the bird holding?
It's a card. There's a bunch of like.
That's a skill upgrade.
Yeah, it's a skill upgrade material. There's a bunch of that around the world. It's just random random drops.
Okay, that is. You remember how I said NTE has a bit of charm to it?
The chameleon's literally holding like a XP material. Just get behind it.
No. The bird's more charming because I just thought about it. The level upgrade material that's a card is a magician's trick card. Every single upgrade card in the game is a magician's card, and that's a pigeon from presumably a magician's hat. That's charming. I like that.
And then just one more just to be like bot bait, because why not? Apparently, people have found ways to exploit Bagel where all you have to do is just spam your own post with 80 plus comments and then just floats to the top. And then you get more exposure on your shit.
Is that what we would call the algorithm gods?
If you don't get banned doing it, then yeah.
Why would you get banned?
Why wouldn't you get banned? That's up to Hoda Studios' decision to ban you, by the way. Like
No,
I watched like one creator talk about like Bagel, and like his only issue with Bagel he has is that you can get bans. Like, are you serious? Like, you don't for a second think that there's other problems with Bagel? I posted a comment on his video and he deleted that shit. Like, yeah, there was a link in there, but it was to a fucking Reddit post. Like, what? Are links not allowed?
I think most of the time links aren't allowed.
The link got through. So unless like YouTube retroactively like removed it instead of like that guy.
Well, people don't like links because it could include obviously malicious
It's Reddit.
stuff,
It's a Reddit link.
Okay, I don't care about what it is.
Okay, let me double check because
just don't really want links at all.
Okay, my other comment on the second video is still up there, but just no traction.
You gonna be wrapping it up in a bit?
Why did you were you gonna do other stuff?
Mask.
Oh, there's not really anything else I can do.
This is wrap it up energy is what I'm getting.
You can modify the HTMLs on links easily. Well, I don't know how to do that. What, you can assume I'm a malicious individual? It's a bit unfair of you to do.
Well, even if your link isn't malicious, like let's say for instance people don't like advertising inside of their own community.
It was a link to a Reddit post to confirm confirm that there was discussion on like exploitations of Bagel.
Okay. Again, this is a principled stance that people just don't want links on their stuff.
Some tough principles there, I guess. Very tough. Okay. Well, I think
why would streamers just have a bot to remove links at that point in general?
It's YouTube comment section. There's whatever. Okay. All right. Well, you said it, and now I'm thinking about it, and yeah, it would probably be a good time that we wrap it up here. Okay, I think that'll be it for the stream, ladies and gentlemen. I think we got like the important stuff sorted out. Yeah. 3.0 Zenless.
Mark your calendars.
Probably will be. Shut up. Probably be doing it. Probably will be starting early since I'm gonna have an early shift. Or I might just nap until the patch goes live. We'll see. But that's it.
Why not start a stream and then wait till the patch to come out?
Because I might want to crash. 9-hour shift. Start at 7 in the morning. Come home. Maybe I just want to collapse. You know.
For 2.5 hours.
30 minutes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Why are you micromanaging me? Micromanage yourself. What?
I'm being selfish. Did you get the 30th off?
I haven't checked.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Cool.
All right.
When does the 30th fall on anyway? What day? A Tuesday?
It's always Tuesday.
I don't. They usually don't give me Tuesdays off.
Okay, but like what's the day off? Sorry, when are you off? Like if it's
I don't know.
Hopefully
I haven't checked.
It's not after 6.
I don't know. I haven't checked. Maybe I might trade my closing hour with somebody. You know.
You're still allowed to do that. I thought they removed that.
No, they're just trying to schedule me and him at like very inconvenient times where we can't do that. They've not addressed me
That's
regarding
really
it at all.
Weird. They why not just tell you no at that point?
I guess I'm just such a good worker that they just don't want to create any friction with me.
A bunch of pansies. I would smack you down immediately.
Okay, well, it's a good thing you don't work in my line of work. Motherfucker. All right. Enough with the spiel. We'll be going now. See ya.